I got my eyes in the skies, focus on my surroundings. Cautious when I move, cause my enemy's sneaking. So I stay on point, they ain't catching me sleeping. 05 when my big homie passed. Certain days when I wish I could turn back the glass. Thinking back to the old times, things happen so fast. Growing up there in Boston, life is a blast. I was always hard-headed, focus on cash, never backing down, cause my pride's too strong. As a adolescent, I was always doing wrong. My heart pumped up listening to Tupac songs, but I always paid attention, picking up knowledge. Had to throw them off course, saying I'm going to college. Got the boys on my back like I was Tony Montana, like a gorilla in the wild, gripping on a banana. I stay 10 toes down, man, I learned it from Nana. I'm in it to win it, you in it to spin it. I've been through so much, can't go back to the beginning. I'm in it to win it, you in it to spin it. I've been through so much, can't go back to the beginning. Now I'm in DY, grandma action pop, mama lines, that's like she's sweeter than pumpkin pie. Granddad in the skies, watching me do the crimes, even through the depths, no tears in my eyes. My girlfriend changing up like I ain't coming back. That's why I love my dogs, they always got my back. Snakes in the grass, for this I went to class, watching every step, cause it might be a last. Blood is thicker than water, so friends never last. Taking everything slow, look back and just laugh. Life is full of memories, dreams of my enemy.
I've been working in DYS about 9-10 years.
What makes them Black, Hispanic, Asian, and what is the pressure to be in gang like Black Crips? Does it usually depend on their ethnicity?
I'm not sure if it has to do with their ethnicity. I think it's more about being a part of something. I think that where you grow up and, you know, if they have family support, if they don't have family support, I think that if they do, a lot of times they're not entering the gangs, but I think if they don't have a lot of support at home, a lot of times that's what they're going to have to do is join a gang because they feel accepted. So I think that the biggest thing is, you know, if you live close to people who aren't in a gang, no matter if they're Black, if they're Asian, if they're Hispanic, those are the gangs that they're going to be involved in. It's more of a neighborhood thing rather than, you know, even though this guy right next to me is a Blood and I'm a Crip, I think it's more of a neighborhood. I'm going to be belonging to the gang that my neighborhood's involved in.
So do you think there's a pressure to identify ethnicity? Like, is it stronger in DYS because they live together like 24/7? Like,
I don't see that as much. I think that, again, I think that they have to get along a little bit here. Let's say I'm a kid who doesn't like Asian kids, and I have to live right next to an Asian kid, and sometimes right next to him. I think sometimes you have to get along with them because you are in such close capacity to them. I think that kind of forces you. When they're on the out, when they live at home, they aren't forced to kind of be friendly with other people. So I think, in a way, DYS is helpful because it does kind of bring racial relations together because they have to get along, or they're not going to leave. So I think it's actually, there's not a huge division between races here, which, you know, in terms of being in DYS and the positive elements of it, that's one positive thing, is they all have to live and kind of be together.
do you see any behavior to protect their ethnicity? Sometimes like language and hair and style, like, you know, say Hispanic kid or like Asian?
There's times when a Hispanic kid will be upset if you don't let them use their language. I think there's certain things with, you know, some of the clothing and kind of the styles that they wear, I think they might not be appropriate for DYS, but it's appropriate to their culture and who they are, that they have to kind of conform, unfortunately. And then that's kind of the lay of the land here, is you have to conform to our rules and procedures. And that takes some of their cultural identity away, unfortunately, but that's part of being locked up.
Can you identify overall ethnic problems in DYS?
Again, I think it's more, the problems are more related to this neighborhood doesn't get along with this neighborhood. And I think, you know, obviously neighborhoods in some places are more Cape Verdean or more Hispanic or more, you know, African American based. So I think that is going to have kind of its natural problems. If I'm if I live here and I'm Hispanic and this is what neighborhood and group I represent, and here's my rival and they're African Americans, I think that's that natural division. But I don't think a lot of times if I'm Hispanic, I'm going to go after you just because you're black. I don't think that happens that often. It's more kind of that gang territory, neighborhood territory that they're more, they make sure that they defend that.
Okay.